Hey, welcome to the Retirement Escapades of Ray and Carrie. In this video here, I want to talk to you about the most important piece of luggage or carry-on that you're gonna want to make sure that you take the time to pack and pack properly. Now, I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna bore you with another video of packing your carry-on or your checked baggage. There's plenty of videos out there that do a great job at giving you wonderful tips and helpful information on how to pack your carry-on bag. What I want to focus on today is what I really consider the most important piece of luggage or carry-on that you're going to need to make sure you stop, you think about, and you take the time to pack and to pack properly. Now, what is that? I consider the most important piece of luggage or carry-on is the backpack. Now, first of all, why do I think the backpack is the most important piece of luggage or carry-on that you're gonna need to have with you on your travels? Now, Carrie and I, when we travel, we're usually gone, 4 months, 4.5 months, in and around there. And I personally am able to go that length of time with the carry-on and the backpack. But what I've learned through our time traveling, how important the backpack really is. And here's just a couple of reasons why I think it is the most important piece of luggage or carry-on that you're gonna have. Number one, I think we all know people in our lives that have traveled and their luggage somehow got lost. Now, when luggage gets lost, obviously that creates, especially if you're only like on a vacation, but if you're on like long-term travel, it's stressful as well. And you know what? Sometimes luggage just gets lost, and it's not fun, it's inconvenient, and creates a whole nother level of stress. The other reason why I think the backpack is the most important piece of luggage or carry-on that you're gonna have is, you know what? Sometimes when we get to the gate or the boarding counter, they ask people to check their bags. Now, it happens more often than not. Doesn't mean that you automatically have to, and you can take the risk and bring it on, or you can go ahead and check it. Thirdly, there are also other times when, you know what, when you're walking, or maybe you're the later boarding group, we'll say you're boarding group 8, 9, or 10, you know you're stressing. You know you are thinking that you've got a carry-on and a backpack. You're thinking, oh man, is there gonna be any room left for me in the overhead compartment? And you start sweating. Or you go down the runway and it's every bit of the overhead is taken, and they start the stewardess start asking you, we need you to check your bag. Now, that creates a lot of stress in people's lives because now they're wondering, okay, do I have everything that I need? Again, that's why, in my opinion, the backpack is the most important piece of carry-on that you will have in your journeys, no matter if you're gone 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I stop and I really think, I put a lot of time and effort into my backpack. And so what do I do? What do I bring with me just in case, something like that happens, your luggage gets lost, it doesn't make its connecting flight, there's no room, you're stressed out, whatever. I know for me personally, I have at least, I can survive weeks with what I've got inside this backpack. So what do I put in it? On the back side here of my backpack, real safe, I like it, it's, because it's pressed up against my back. What I put back here, it's a small little zipper area. One, I always have a pen with me. Again, a lot of paperwork sometimes you have to fill out when you get off the plane, so always carry a pen. But what I have back here, I have my passports, I carry mine, I carry Carrie's. I also carry a second phone. No matter where I travel, I always have 2 phones. And if you want to know the reasons why I carry 2 phones, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm not going to bore you with some of the details in this short video of packing, but I carry 2 phones with me. On the top of my backpack, just in this little strap up here, I always carry a lighter jacket. Whether it be a pullover sweater, a light like raincoat, or a pullover jersey, something just in case, because we know planes get cold, airports get cold. You're not sure what the weather may or may not be like in your final destination, so it's always good to have a light jacket to take with you. On my side pocket here, I always carry my coffee mug. Now it's small enough to carry, it fits easy inside on the side of my backpack. It's a little Mazda coffee cup that I got from my sister Linda, who works in a Mazda dealership in the Memphis area. So thank you, Linda. I love my coffee cup. It goes with me wherever I travel. Also on my side pouch here, I carry, again, something I think everybody should have, is a flashlight. No matter where you are, even if it's on the plane, 'cause I hate the overhead lights. So if I'm looking for something, I do that. That way I'm not bothering other people that are around me. Also, in your final destination, just in case you lose power somewhere, it's nice to have a flashlight. On the other side I carry, for obvious reasons, a water bottle. Now, this is multi-use, and I'll tell you why. Carrie and I, we travel a lot. We're in airports a lot. So with one of our credit cards, we did the priority pass lounges. So we go in the lounges no matter where we are, if they're available, because again, not every airport has it. But wherever we are, we'll go in the lounge, and right before we leave, I usually fill this up with either some red wine, some white wine, or some other type of spirit, especially if I've got, that 6-7 hour flight, I fill that up with that. And then, I know this is kind of weird, but I do it anyways. I carry our little selfie stick, just in case, for those impromptu pictures that you want to take. You want to take on the plane, you want to take getting somewhere. Yeah, I know, you can write comments about it later, but I always carry that with me. Now, on the top side, I have 2 compartments on the top. Now, on the front compartment is what I have, I always carry a big jar of ibuprofen, because what I've learned, I bought ibuprofen in other countries, and I'm telling you, it is insanely expensive to buy ibuprofen outside of the US. So I usually carry this jar of 500 with me. And I also have with me at all times my prescription medication. Now, I only take one. So, if you're taking multiple prescription medications, you may want to find out what you can and what you can't bring on. So I check that up, but I take one, so I always have it with me. I'm not worried that this is going to get confiscated or my ibuprofen. So I have those 2 things with me. Also, on my upper compartment here, earbuds, obviously. But one of the things that I encourage everybody to bring with them when they're traveling is chargers, phone chargers. You may be in a home somewhere where there's no power, you need charging. But most of all, when you are out and about traveling anywhere, if you're in a bus, you're on a tour somewhere that doesn't have connection for you, make sure you bring a charger with you at all times, just in case you get caught in areas where you're running low and you need power on your phone. The other thing I like to carry with me is my earplugs. Planes can get a little loud. Kids are on there, babies are on there. And again, they bought tickets just like you. Babies cry. That's the way it is. That's the way they're created. They make noise. That's all right. Get earplugs so that it will sort of help you as you travel. The other thing that I bring with me and make sure that you have is your international plug. One, I've got the US, I've got the plug for the UK, and then also plug for all of Europe. You need to have that. Also, what I like, it has 4 additional ports here for connections. You can also put another plug in on the front, so you can, up to here, you can have anywhere from 5 to 6 different things plugged into this at any one particular time. The other thing I carry on the front is my headphones. Now, the reason why I carry these is because, if you're on a flight for 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, the earbuds get a little uncomfortable. The plugs that the airplane provides are really uncomfortable. So I don't like that. I don't like those. I have these. It also has the connection that goes to here. Also, it'll fit into the connection on the in-flight service. Now, that's basically the perimeter of my backpack. Now, as we get into the backpack, I'll tell you the things that I carry inside of here. One thing that I think everyone should really stop and think about. Now, this is a manila folder, so you can probably find something a little bit more secure than what I've got. But within this manila folder has several items with it. Number one, it has all my prescriptions printed out. And I mean, not just mine and Carrie's. We have all that. So if our final destination, if we need something, we can go to the doctor, we can show our prescriptions. And in most places that we've gone to, they'll look at those prescriptions and they'll fill them without you even having to take, a blood test or your analysis test or whatever. But that's not everywhere. That's just some of the places that we've gone to. The other thing that we carry in here, if we need it, is just in case you're going to a country that requires different types of shots. You're going to want to have, we did Passport Health, and so we have that record of the shots that we've taken. They have requirements and they have recommendations for shots that you may or may not need traveling somewhere. Also, what I carry inside of here is I like hard copies of our reservations, whether it be Airbnb, whether it be a hotel, whether it be a resort. You may show up to your final destination and your phone's not working, you're not able to pull something up, or something's gotten haywire. It's always nice to have hard copies of your reservations in the places that you're going to. That's me. I love it. I love the hard copy. It helps you, and they'll take that just in case something is not working. I also carry with me my iPad. Now, it's old, it's all beat up, it's cracked. I mean, I've had this thing for a long time. But what I use this for is I download, movies and TV shows and things like that, just in case the in-flight service is not working, or in your final destination, something might be wrong with the TV or the connection or whatever. At least you have something until things are sort of worked out for you. I also carry inside of here, but I'm using it now, is our computer. The computer, obviously, for multiple reasons. The other reason is not only just some work things and looking at other items on our computer. We use it as our TV if we need to for our traveling purposes. Now, that's what I carry on the back side. Now, what do I carry on the inside of the backpack? One thing I take with me is our eyeglass case. It has my prescription glasses. It has my sunglasses in there. And also I hide away these little Gatorade Power Aid packs, because sometimes if you're drinking water over and over and over again, it's kind of nice to have a little flavor now and then. So I carry that inside my eyeglass case no matter where I go. Then on the top, understand on the very top of your backpack should be the items that you may have to take out of your backpack when going through your security check. So obviously you need your TSA clear bag that fits so many things. I have this is a bathroom accessories that we need. But then what I also carry is I carry a second one. And inside the second one, these are, I'll call them the comfort of home meds. The Dayquil, NyQuil, Sudafed. We carry Band-Aids. We carry cream for ointments and things that I know I can get somewhere else, but I feel I get a better deal, get a better bargain, here in the States, and I bring it with me. There's not been one time where any of this has been taken from us, because really it's a lot of over-the-counter items. And again, make sure everything is legible, and that's one thing I didn't say on your meds. If you're carrying your meds, make sure your cover, it has clear, legible print on it, so that if anybody needs to read it, make sure they can. So we carry those two items. And the reason why I said carrying them on the top, because you don't want to be that person fumbling through your bag trying to find out, oh, where is that? If you've been traveling, for the past 4 or 5 years, this has to come out in most places out of the country. If you have TSA pre-check like we do, we don't have to. But if they do want to look at it, boom, it's out, and you're not bothering the people behind you. You're not delaying them. All right, next item, and these are critical, are my slippers. Now, slippers are for multiple reasons. I usually put these things on probably 30 minutes prior to us boarding our plane. I'm ready. I want to be comfortable when I get in there. I don't want to have to deal with that. So it's easy to slip them on, slip them off. You got to get up, go to the bathroom. You put your slippers back on. But also is that if you travel much, outside of the U.S., most places that you're going to stay in either have like a polished concrete floor, or they have some sort of ceramic tile. So it's hard floors all the time. And I'm telling you, these things are lifesavers, because you don't want to be walking around your apartment for weeks on end on bare feet, or having to put your shoes back on. So slippers, are a great thing to travel with. Now, start getting into the clothing. Pajamas, pajama pants, t-shirt, have those no matter where I go. They're always comfortable and easy to travel with. Next, I carry a bunch of socks, and for me, I carry usually an additional 4 or 5 pairs here. I don't like my feet being wet, so inside my suitcase, I have an additional 12 to 14 pairs of socks. It's a sickness, I know, but that's just me. It works for me. Also, the next thing is I usually carry at least 3 different pairs of underwear to have in my travels. I carry 2 different shirts. These are collared shirts, these 2 here. And then when I'm traveling with, I always have, this lighter shirt, so that at my final destination, I'll have collared and I'll have a t-shirt as well. I carry 2 pairs of shorts with me. And then lastly, I carry a lighter set of pants. So, because I have these jeans on that I'll travel with, and then I have a lighter pair. These are all weatherproof, so in case it's raining, I have everything that I need. Now, and I'll tell you one side note. This is off to the side of the things that I wanted to get to. I just remembered it. I always, and I don't put it in here, I put it in my luggage. I carry a second backpack. Now, why is that? The second backpack is for my day-to-day use. If I'm going to the beach, or I'm just walking and going to take a hike, I have the nice light backpack. This one here, as we travel, it serves as our bag for shopping. So instead of bringing, a tote bag or another grocery bag along with, this is what I have. Carrie has another big backpack, so we put everything inside of here when we go grocery shopping wherever we are. Now, that's what I carry. This is the reason why I think the backpack is the most important piece of carry-on that you're going to want to take time to look through, to look at, to make sure you have everything that you need, to make sure you have everything you need just in case your luggage doesn't show up, it doesn't make the connecting flight, it gets lost. You can survive for any length of time, really, with the items that you have in the backpack, and you can continue to travel because you have all the proper paperwork with you and you're not missing a thing. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had some helpful hints. If you have any advice for me of things that you've done in your travels, please do not hesitate to share those with me with the comments in the comments section below. Subscribe to our channel, push the like button, push the notification button, and as always, keep dreaming and travel safe.